Warrior, I want to tell you about an upcoming event that I'll be speaking at, and I want all of you to come to if you're in the tri state area. Now, don't turn off this video. First, let's start with subscribe to this video. Hit the little button to be notified when the Warriors pops up on YouTube because we are working very hard, hashtag a community creates change, to keep you educated, to keep you in the loop, to do the heavy lifting about all of these subjects that you know and I know are horrific. Child sex trafficking. And I'm putting a warning out there, but this is what we talk about. This is the reality. Also, all forms of exploitation. Policy we're working on in our home state, Albany, our state capital, also on the federal level in Washington, D.C. And we talk about uh, different take actions you can do. We need everybody to step up. So if you're in New York, if you're in New Jersey, if you're in Connecticut, and if you're especially on Long Island, I want you to join us on Wednesday, April 24th. I know everybody's busy. I know everybody's overwhelmed, but we've got to talk about what's been happening on Long Island for over a decade. First of all, we had the infiltration of gangs, and it was kind of swept under the rug. Nobody was talking about this. And I'm talking about North Shore, South Shore, all over the place on Long Island. Okay. Number two, now we have the infiltration of the cartels because of our open borders working hand in hand with the gangs on Long Island. It's been a problem for a decade, and now it's really heating up. This event is going to be a dinner and a Q&A sponsored by, given by the Long Island Center for Business and Professional Women. And I'm going to have all the information in the body of this video. I know people want to listen to videos that have shocking titles in them or have, I don't know, Jeffrey Epstein or something to this effect. My videos are pretty straightforward. They're informational. You know, we have a lot of expert guests, a lot of people you're not going to see on other platforms. We support survivors. We listen to survivors. We learn from survivors in this whole field of human trafficking. It's hard to even say that because it has become so normalized, so incredibly accepted, and I can't figure it out. But I'd like all of you, just check out the link I'll provide in this video. Come. Yes, there is a cost. The Warriors gets none of the money. We do everything we do for free. The different organizations that sponsor us get the money. Now, I know you might say that sounds crazy. I'm a little different from everybody. I have a great belief, and you give it out to a community and it will come back to you tenfold. That is my belief. That is what I put out into the universe. And that is what happens for the Warriors because we give away the education programs. We give away the learning pods we do because what do we get out of it? We meet new people. We gain one new warrior. That's our goal every day, gaining one new warrior. And we meet people who want to volunteer with us and want to give us donations. So why not give it away for free? Again, people are overwhelmed. If somebody walks away from an event and they've learned to retweet or they've learned, a fact, they're sharing truths, they're sharing a news story. You have to remember every day I am inundated. I'm not kidding when I say hundreds of press releases about policy, human trafficking, sex trafficking, labor trafficking, all forms of trafficking. And that's right here in the United States because that's where I tend to work in our own backyard. Okay. I want to save everybody. I want to help keep everybody safe. But it's right here. I'm in the middle of New York City, and I still have people say to me, that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen here. So we have our work cut out for us. But I just want to be clear about something. The organizations that charge to come to any Lynn's Warriors events, they get that money. And I gladly want them to have that money because they're giving me a platform. They're giving me a place to share the information. But I want everybody to understand this cartel, again, fueled by our open borders and current administration, has teamed up. They're not going to fight the MS-13 gang members out on Long Island. They're going to team up with them because there's more power in numbers. I want to remind everybody they are running the sex trafficking, the labor trafficking, the fentanyl. They are infiltrating our middle and high schools. Now, you might say, how do you know? I know because I work with law enforcement. I know because I work with Homeland Security and get my facts from them. So, knowing all this and different border patrol who feeds me information, deadly fentanyl, one pill kills. One pill kills. You've got to start talking to your kids, but first you have to know what's going on. You have to accept. Again, it's dark and ugly and overwhelming. I know it. I know it. But I need to drive home to you. If there isn't a Warriors event in your community, you have to do everything in your power to get there, to meet us, to get the information. It's worth any amount of money you may spend on a ticket. Uh, because it will trickle back down into your community. When I am made aware that these cartels are trafficking our American children, they're employing them, first of all, in the schools, middle and high schools, to deal their deadly drugs, specifically fentanyl, because now that is cut into all of the drugs, pretty much. It's the new heroin and it's so inexpensive, and our high schools, and they're getting them to traffic their peers. And why are our Americans kids doing this? Because they're making money. You may have heard a couple of news stories actually about American kids smuggling for the cartels, but this is right here on Long Island. If it's happening on Long Island, you know it's happening in your neighborhood. We want to talk about next Wednesday night. We want to come together. There is nothing more important than being together in person, eye contact, sharing ideas, letting you ask questions, coming up with some solutions that work for you in your home and in your community. We are going to talk the realities. People have to get their heads out of the sand, because as I sit here and speak to you and experts and all kinds of people, it's just getting worse by the second. And somebody told me the other day, well, we don't want to live in fear. You make people live in fear. No, I don't. I'm warning you. I'm helping you, because there's so much criminality out there that there is no accountability, and the predators are winning. The cartels are winning. The MS-13, that gang is winning on Long Island. So I want everybody, we want to engage, educate, and empower each other, right? And also then our children, our grandchildren, our family members. We all know somebody with a child. You may not have a child. We cannot allow this. We need to empower our schools, because as this AI is slowly seeping, I mean, it's here in our world. It is online already. Uh, I'm just seeing in the last week, different articles at the bottom will say transcribe into AI this, AI that. It is a great unknown. It is a great unknown. And we know for all the good that comes from something new technology, the flip side is the predators always figure out how to make money and something bad. And nobody I know, these tech experts, I'm going to be honest with you, they don't know. They don't know where this will lead. But if we know about it, if we talk about it, if we push for legislation ahead of time, unlike our current just Facebook and Twitter and all the child sexual abuse material that has been featured on there, because there was no law. The law lags behind technology. If we can right now, and there is a movement on the state and federal level to get ahead of this AI and to put some guardrails around it. Nobody's trying to stop anybody's privacy. We want guardrails specifically for our children to keep them safe. So I want everybody, we're going to be announcing a lot of events at libraries, okay, in homes. I do want you to come on Wednesday, April 24th. It is a dinner and community discussion, the realities and solutions, and what we can all accomplish together. Maybe you have an idea I haven't thought of. Maybe you have other warriors you want to bring to the table. It's at the Muttontown Club, a beautiful, beautiful country club. And I'm honored and proud to be invited there to speak before the public and help you understand what exactly is going on and how to keep you and your family safe and your community. Can you imagine? I'm sitting here. I mean, I'm just a girl from New Jersey. Well, fast forward now, a woman. And we're talking about cartels. We're talking about MS-13 gangs. We're talking about keeping our kids safe. I'm talking to you about educating what's happening in AI. Let's get a handle on it. It's very simple. Muttontown Club, Wednesday, April 24th, 6 p.m. We begin dinner, discussion, Q&A, just getting together, feeling good, sharing a meal, enjoying a dessert, a cup of coffee. All of you, I want you to understand something. I am thankful each and every day if I get that one response, if I get that one nice message uh, online, whether it's here on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, in the mail, people write to me. I get letters, I get cards. Don't forget, you can always write to me also an email, lynn@lynswarriors.org. I am here to help you. I am here to empower you. I am here to help our children. Because if you could see the hundreds and hundreds of press releases I get on a daily basis, no exaggeration, about just the United States with these issues of abuse, of exploitation, of all of this, you wouldn't be able to move. It is traumatizing. So I'm here to filter that out for you. I want you to join us if you're able. Long Island, Wednesday, April 24th, dinner and discussion, realities and solutions, human trafficking. Let's face it, human trafficking is slavery. And we have more slavery today in the United States than any other time in history. This is unacceptable. So while everybody else is busy with all these other issues, and I'm not saying they're not important, this, this is the number one issue. We're going to talk about it on Wednesday, April 24th. We're going to talk about it here in the Warriors. Please, I love your comments. Please make suggestions. Please, I put out a community poll earlier today. Would you like to see a live uh, stream? Warriors, what would be the best time? Eastern time, please. To do this, I want your input. I want everybody to join us. Remember, community creates change. Thank you. Thank you for your attention and watching this. Thank you for anything you volunteer, you donate, you have anything to do with the Warriors. I am forever humbled and grateful. But remember, what do I tell you all the time? Community creates change each and every day. Go out. We must be a warrior.